Pisces, my oceans of emotions. How are you, my little fishes? I am bringing you for the sun in Pisces and the rising sign in Pisces and even the moon in Pisces. I am bringing you your astrological overview for the month of September 2023. Everything you need to know to navigate this challenging energy. How are you, Pisces? My oceans of emotions. I can at last do this again because both the biceps in both my arms are now getting better. They're not done. I'm allowed to do this as an as an exercise, but I'm not allowed to lift anything with it. I just have to just kind of start using them. Anyway, you don't want to hear about all of that. It's my Pisces moon mutably getting all over the place. Let's look at your September astrology because I want to know how you're feeling. Because Saturn is retrograde in your sign. So it's pushing you to go back and look at some stuff that might be a bit difficult and a bit challenging. And I think it's felt for you, Pisces, one step forward or one little swim forward, and then suddenly the current comes along and whooshes you back. And you keep trying to swim to that nice calm pool and you keep being washed back out to sea. So let's see if this month things are going to change because we have got a lot of retrograde energy. First of all, I want to talk about the 4th of September because Venus, our ruling planet of Taurus and of Libra, our planet of love, relationship, is in Leo. And of course, Venus has been retrograde. And it's been retrograde in your 6th house. I think it's been focusing you on looking at your financial situation, how you manage your day-to-day routine and your budgeting, because the 6th house can be about our daily routine. Venus can be about money, and I just think Leo is a bit fixed and you might have been a bit extravagant or kind of spending money that you thought was coming in next week and then it doesn't arrive. So it might have just been a little bit tricky for you. But Venus is going direct on the 4th. But don't splurge. I really feel, please, Pisces, do not resist any urge to splurge. Because this challenging energy we've got financially for all of us is going to be around for some time. We've got Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Remember, Taurus is about the economy and money. Things are still going to be a little bit erratic, a little bit stuck and fixed at times, and we're just not going to have any sense of anything moving in a kind of forward, regular, nice income coming in momentum. Jupiter, my big outer boy Jupiter, our planet of luck, opportunity, expansion, sometimes it expands the negative, is in Taurus in your 3rd house. This is the part of your chart that is about communication. This may have you saying too much, talking out of turn. Now it's going retrograde from the 4th. This gives you a chance to repair, relook at any situations where you may have just got ahead of yourself, because I think Jupiter has been speeding up your speech, literally, so that you've been speaking before the thought formulates. So it's all been coming out in a splurge, and you haven't really got your mind and your thinking in sync with your tongue. So Jupiter going retrograde, I think, will help a bit, because you need to slow down, Pisces. You will get to that calmer pool of water. You really will. Now, Mercury, our planet of communication, is in Virgo in your 7th house of significant relationships. And of course, it's been retrograde. So you may well have heard from lovers from the past. People may have been crawling out of all sorts of places on social media to connect with you, Pisces. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Depends on you personally. But they're nitpicking, these people. They're going, and I still remember when you said di-da, di-da, di-da. And you're thinking, dear God, are we going to bring that one up again? So there could have been a little bit of that around Pisces. However, Mercury is going direct on the 15th. And even though it's going to stay in your 7th house for a while longer, it's going to help you just repair a little bit of anything that has gone astray relationship-wise as this energy moves forward. What I really want to say to you, Pisces, with all these retrograde planets, hello, they're giving a big message to all of us. Slow down. Slow down. This is a time to relax and recharge one's little batteries. We really have to. Now, as I said, Mercury goes direct on the 15th, the same day as we get a lovely new moon in this part of your chart, Virgo, to do with your significant relationships. So this new moon actually makes a lovely trine, which is helpful, to Uranus, our planet of the unexpected, that's been making you say all sorts of things out of turn. Some have been brilliant, but some are not well thought through. And it's making a trine to retrograde Uranus in Taurus in your 3rd house of communication. So this gives you a chance, I think, again, to repair any discussions or communications, anything you've written. You may need to go back and redo it, re-look at it, fill in that form again to make sure you've taken your time to address it. Because remember, Saturn in your sign retrograde is asking you to slow down and set in place some really good, firm boundaries for you, for your emotions, for you to become who you can be, Pisces. Let's move on to the next day, which is the 16th, because at this point, we have the beginnings of something that is going to last for several days. It's a grand Earth trine. So it's a big triangle in the middle of the chart. Now, it's Earth. I want you to visualize a kind of primordial soup of nutrients, of ideas, of things that can grow, things that can take root. And you've got the sun at one point in Virgo, in your house of relationships. You're getting support from your nearest and dearest. You've got retrograde Pluto in Capricorn in your 11th house of hopes and wishes. So this is about something you want to set in motion. And you've got Uranus retrograde in Taurus in your 3rd house of communication. This could be something that involves the spoken word or the written word. This energy is going to be around for a few days. Now, I want to ask you how you work with the law of manifestation or the law of attraction, however you want to use that terminology. Because in my experience, vision boards don't really work. Sorry, everyone out there that has this massive vision board with all their things pinned on it. It may give you the ideas of what you want to do or keep you heading in the right direction. But what you have to do is something a little bit more subtle than that. Because the universe is very direct. And basically it wants what's best for you. And if you've got pictures of mansion houses and kind of red Ferraris on that vision board, and it's thinking, oh dear, that's really not what this person needs, then the divine is going to eventually perhaps go, okay, here's the red Ferrari, and bam, you crash into a wall. And the law of attraction, or the divine, is sitting there going, well, I did warn you, but you did want it. So now you've got to sort out what that has brought into your life. So maybe, just maybe, Pisces, and I know you're the 12th sign of the zodiac and you are spiritually evolved. You are from the primordial soup. Well, here we have the primordial soup in a grand earth trine. How about you put that intent into that primordial soup and let it go? Just let it go. You'll know if you've really let it go because your tummy will feel all the tension will have gone. Then you give it, in that letting go, to whoever or whatever you call that higher intelligence, the divine. Remember, the divine wants what's best for you, Pisces. And with that letting go, the divine can get on with the manifestation. Because what the divine wants for you is what is best for your highest good, not necessarily what you think is for your highest good and the highest good of others. And you might think you know what that is, but you might be wrong with that too. And you know what? If you let go like that, like I used those two words which were given to me by a lovely friend called Caroline Vasey, LG, LG, let go, let God. Now, we don't all resonate with the word God. You have to resonate with the word that represents that energy. This is all what I learned from Florence Scovel Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It. So, you know, I've mentioned that book so many times. You can get it on Amazon. You can even listen to it for free on YouTube as an audio, because it was written in 1926. And if you're ready to hear the message, you will hear it. Pisces, let it go and let what is divinely intended for you be sorted out by the divine. It will take an awful lot of stress off you. Stop doing and start being. Start allowing these things to come to you. Just watch for the signs, because they'll appear. Seriously, they will. Let's move on to the autumn equinox, which is on the 23rd of September, because of course the sun will enter Libra, and this is your 8th house of transformation. So how cool is that? The sun moves into your house of transformation, beginnings, endings, joint resources, showing you that what you've let go of can have a chance of manifesting in the right way, in the right form. Venus in Leo, in your 6th house of daily routine, is trining Chiron. That's that inner wound that you've got, that one that every now and then the scab comes off and you metaphorically bleed again with the remembrance and the pain of it. You know, we have wounds that sometimes will never heal. Doesn't matter how many years of therapy we might go through or self-help books we read, it will not heal. But Venus in Leo is trining Chiron. in Aries in your second house of self-worth. Have you lost faith in yourself, Pisces? Because this energy is going to help restore it. And that's because you will have made that shift back from doing and into faith in what is unseen and unknown. Because what we all have to do always is live with the uncertainty. That's the only certainty of life. Before I finish your reading on the 29th of September, again in your second house, we have a full moon in Aries. Now remember, full moons are about letting go. They're about endings. They're about change. Venus in Leo in the 6th house, this is your daily routine, squares Uranus in Taurus with the energy of this full moon in your house of communication. You need to make some tough choices with you. You need to have a conversation with yourself. If you are going to feel better about you, Pisces, have that inner conversation. And be kind to yourself as well. Because I think you're quite good at self-deprecation. Do you ever sit down and write all your good points, all your qualities, all the things that you've achieved? If things are a little bit stuck and sticky at the moment, just remind yourself that you've come this far, that you are here now, that you've survived an awful lot. And that might help you to realize that things will unfold in the way they're meant to and for your highest good and the highest good of others. And on that note, I'm going to finish your reading, Pisces, my oceans of emotions. Well, as you've probably noticed, I have yet again changed my whole way of doing the monthly videos. Having wanted to make them short, they've now got, with each one I've done over the last couple of days of recording, they've got longer and longer and longer. I give up. I just can't stop talking. Mercury in Gemini natally, what can I say? That's what I've got. So anyway, so I just decided that the palm shoving itself at the camera was not a particularly attractive kind of visual thing to see, and that if I had access to better technological knowledge, I could have a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 coming up on the screen, but we haven't done that and I've changed it now. But I have got a more ordered way of making my information easier for me to follow. So something very positive came out of that little journey. And now I'm recreating. And this is what life is about. If we don't constantly recreate, change, just do all of those things that, you know, we've got to constantly update ourselves, upgrade ourselves. That way, we will always win. And you can win too, Pisces. You can. So thank you so much for joining me. And please remember, as always, to like, comment, share with your friends, subscribe. And I really look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.